Hello, everyone. Welcome to our video series on the 2023 South Carolina College and Career Ready ELA Standard Support and Supplemental Documents. I am Tabitha Hughes, the Middle Level ELA Education Associate for Standards. With me today is Casey Cook, our team lead for the Humanities team, which includes ELA, Social Studies, and World Languages. Casey, tell us a little about your role in the 2023 ELA Standards and Supplemental Resources development.
Well, thank you for that introduction, Tabitha. Speaking on behalf of the entire ELA and Humanities team, our role in the new 2023 standards has been to help facilitate their development, as well as the revisions after public review, and assist in the development and refinement of support and supplemental documents to assist educators as they begin to implement the new standards. We also design and deliver professional development around the standards and support documents to varying audiences across the state, including teachers and administrators, and in various modes, such as in-person, virtual, and even recorded sessions.
Well, it sounds like you have a very busy team. So what support document will you be sharing with us today?
Well, we do have a very busy team, which is one of the reasons I'm helping with recording videos. Today, we're going to take a closer look at the Vertical Articulations with Indicator Insights document. This document outlines ELA standards and grade level indicators in a vertical articulation and pairs the accompanying indicator insights within one comprehensive document. So it's a very powerful tool.
Sounds like it. So, Casey, you have reviewed the Vertical Articulations with Indicator Insights support document at length. What are the three most important components of this document?
Well, there are so many important components to the Vertical Articulations with Indicator Insights document. It's hard to narrow it to three, but I'm going to give it a try. So first, the vertical progressions are presented in tables to reflect the process of beginning with the end in mind, meaning each table begins with the overarching standard, which is the goal for students when they graduate from high school, and then kind of back maps progress from English 4 to kindergarten, allowing educators to focus on learning objectives throughout a student's kindergarten to 12th grade experience, and it's articulated in one nice document. The articulation also allows educators to quickly view the progression in skills and language, including when key terms are introduced. Key terms are presented in bold as they're introduced into the language of grade level indicators. And number three, indicator insights are included as part of the vertical articulations in this particular document. The purpose of indicator insights is to provide deeper understanding of the language of the indicators for educators. It's important to keep in mind that the language included in this section builds upon previous indicator insights when applicable. Insights provide educators with information that's meant to clarify the expectations of indicators and/or the content of the indicator. Some insights provide connections to indicators in other standards or strands, while some insights guide educators to resources in the appendices. That's a lot, but as we mentioned, there's a lot of powerful components to this one document.
Yes, powerful, but it sounds like very clear and concise and user-friendly. So we know educators don't have a lot of time, but we also know that they welcome high-quality resources. So Casey, how do you suggest diving into the Vertical Articulation with Indicator Insights document?
Well, I think there's a lot of ways to approach using this and all the supplemental resources, but I would recommend beginning by examining the vertical articulations for each standard. Just really spending time reading them forwards, backwards, noticing the shifts in language. This document will be an incredibly powerful tool for instructional planning. And using the vertical articulation document will benefit teaching and learning in numerous ways. The document will help ensure strong Tier 1 instruction. It'll ensure fewer instructional gaps in skills. It will help prepare students with necessary and progressive skills that are critical to success at each level. This document also fosters continuity across districts and schools and guarantees an equitable learning experience for all students in South Carolina where the language of the indicators are concerned, as well as those indicator insights.
Well, that is certainly a wonderful goal and certainly for equity purposes. So, what is your advice to educators who are just starting to study the vertical articulations with indicator insights document?
Well, as we just talked about, I'd recommend spending time analyzing the standards in this vertical presentation. And I would ask educators to notice when the skills and academic terms are introduced and notice how they build upon each other. It's important to keep in mind that it's critical to student success when all teachers commit to grade level indicators and using the language of the indicators within those instructional expectations. I would also recommend practicing perhaps in teacher teams or in your PLCs if need be, creating and using formative classroom assessments along the way to quickly identify students who may need additional support with grade level expectations and learning objectives. When students are exposed to grade level expectations and practice with essential skills and processes at each level, they are so much better prepared for success each year.
That is such a true statement. So, given the information that you've provided thus far, how could this document be used to impact student learning?
Well, using the vertical articulations with indicator insights for planning and instructional purposes, as we mentioned, can have a profound impact on student achievement for all the reasons that we've discussed. It can also strengthen classroom instruction for all students, no matter where they live or which school they attend in our state.
Excellent. So, how can educators connect with you or the ELA team to learn more?
That's a great question. And I would recommend contacting any of the ELA standards or humanities associates, Brenna, Mandy, Casey Prince Harvey, and even you, Tabitha. Our entire team I'm so sorry, our entire team. See, I've gotten ahead of myself. I just love this document. Everybody's ready to assist, and email addresses can be found on the ELA standards page of the South Carolina Department of Education website.
Well, thank you for sharing with us today, Casey. Educators, remember, you are the expert in your classroom. You make the best decisions for your students. We hope you have enjoyed our time together today and that you find this video resource to be very helpful.
Thank you, Tabitha.
Thank you so much for joining me again today, Casey.